We're talking about how to buy a home with multiple people. Okay, we are back, and today we're talking about how to buy a home with multiple people. You know, one of the main questions that we get is how do you buy a home with somebody else? Okay, you know, buying a home individually can be a little bit different than buying a home with another person. So I've got Mike here from First Heritage Mortgage to kind of break that down. So Mike, I appreciate you giving us this information. I guess first and foremost, when you're buying a home with your significant other, what does that mean, or what are the requirements, and how does that take place?
Sure. So if you're looking to buy a home with a spouse, a girlfriend, fiance,
somebody that's going to live in the
somebody
property.
that's going to actually live in the property, pretty much, there's no additional requirements for down payments. You're going to use the income of both people on the loan, and you're going to use the lower middle credit score. So if each person on the loan has 3 credit scores, you look at the middle for each and you use the lower middle score. And that's going to be the same whether it's going to be your spouse on the loan, your girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, or family member, or friend that intends to live in the property with you.
Okay. So I should say, it's not necessarily a significant other. Anybody that's going to intend to live in the property with you. And so if they're both going to be on the loan, both their income and then also the middle score, the lowest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These are going to be the guidelines for anybody who's going to be on the loan with you that intends, for both of you, that intends to occupy the property.
Okay. What happens? Let's say you have a one person, a significant other, that's going to live in the property, but only one person wants to go on the loan.
That's totally something that can be done. Sometimes you have one spouse who has much better credit than another spouse. In some cases, you might have somebody on the loan who has no income but debts, and that's going to hurt them. So you can certainly be married, have a fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, and you can certainly use only one person for the loan. If you do that, you can only use the income for that person on the loan. So to repeat, if you have a husband and wife and only the husband's going on the loan, we're only going to use the credit and the income of the husband. We can't then use the income or the credit of the wife that's not going to be on the loan.
Okay, yeah, and that's important. And everybody's a little different. And is there a certain type of loan that allows that or not, or?
No, just about any loan allows that, and it would just, someone like myself, a loan officer, would be looking at your specific situation and might explain to you why it makes sense to have only one person on the loan. Or many times there is no effect and you'd have both on the loan.
Yeah. So it's different for each, I guess, in each individual situation. So it might be more advantageous for you to have both people on the loan versus only one person. So that's when both people or multiple people are going to be living in the property, right?
Exactly.
What happens when you have somebody that wants to get qualified, wants to live in the property, but the other person is not going to live on the loan?
Sure, that's a great question. The question that I get most often is about co-signers. The term co-signer in the mortgage space is really a non-occupant co-borrower. You can purchase a property that you intend to live in and have a family member, a parent, a brother, a sister, maybe somebody else that actually does not have any intention to live on the property, but is going to be on the loan with you, and they're going to be on the hook for the loan, and they will oftentimes help you qualify for a larger home or qualify for the home you want because they're going on the loan with you. And for that, there are some specific guidelines, and that depends on what type of loan you're going to do, what type of financing you're looking for.
Yeah. And I guess you can give us an example. Why would somebody, be a co-signer or non-occupant and not?
Sure, perfect example. You have somebody who has 2 types of income. They have their main job, and then they might have a side job where they make cash. And I can't show that on a mortgage application. So while I let them know that they only qualify for a home for maybe $300,000, they actually have the side income that lets them qualify for a home that's $400,000 or $500,000, and therefore they're going to have their parent or sibling go on the loan with them as a non-occupant co-borrower, and let them qualify for the home that they actually want and that they still know they can afford to pay every month.
Yeah. So, I mean, this happens a lot, and you know, this is one of the main questions that we get. You know, what happens if I buy a home with my wife, you know, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my significant other, you know, my brother, my sister, anybody, my friend. And so this is all information that's important. Thanks for breaking that down, Mike. But if you have any specific questions, again, obviously just contact us, and you can see what it would tell for you and the other person. So again, that is just a brief breakdown of buying a home with multiple people. If you have any more questions, give us a shout, and if you thought this was beneficial, please share. Have a great day.